Well, hello, everyone. It's Christine and Ryan McCoy here with our next podcast of Dela-Where, and we are here to explore all things amazing that are here in Sussex County, and sometimes we cover Ocean City a little bit. But we are here today with Leah Beach, which I just asked her if that was her real name because we are at the beach. So, Leah, tell us about you, and you're from here. Your parents are from here. Tell us a little bit about your journey as a Sussex Countonian. How do you say that? Sussextonian?
That's close.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Well, a lot of people would probably know my family from having Windswept Stables that was across from Beacon Middle School.
Yep.
It's now been turned into a fleet of shell homes.
Yes.
Paved paradise. And I grew up in Dover. My grandparents moved down here in the 70s from Dover. And I spent every summer as a kid on that horse farm and kind of around this area. I was one of those kids, the degenerates on the boardwalk, walking around, putting the dollar through the boardwalk and back when you used to be able to go under the boardwalk.
Right.
And I went to Delaware College of Art and Design, DCAD, which has now, it actually doesn't exist anymore, but it was an art school that was up in Wilmington. And had a pretty crazy roundabout journey, but ended up back down here in 2011 and have been down here thriving and growing some cool art things ever since then.
That is awesome. So you are the founder of the Dela-Where Artist Collaboration. Is that what it's called? Developing.
It's okay. Just call us DAC. We like to say our name is... So the reason our name is very difficult for people is because it started out as Dewey Artist Collaboration.
Gotcha.
And then we realized really fast that we did not want to be a art league type of thing.
Right.
So we said, what's a D word that makes sense here?
And I threw in Delaware.
It's okay. Delaware, a lot of people. So we literally just had an article written about us and they called us a different name 4 times in the article.
They're just giving you options.
Yes.
It's fine.
I'm like a parent that named their child a ridiculous name that people get wrong all the time. So we just call us DAC. I really don't like when people call us DAC, but definitely call us
DAC. We'll remember that. DAC, not DAC. Well,
one of my board members is listening, or co-chair, she calls it DAC all the time. I'm like,
you can't do this. You can't do this. So how did Developing Artist Collaboration... See, I did it again.
It's okay.
I said Delaware Artist.
No, you said developing.
Oh, I did. Okay. Developing Artist Collaboration. Maybe if I say it fast enough, I'll get it. Developing... How did this start? DAC. How did DAC start?
This is very random. When I did graduate art school, I moved down here from Wilmington, and I worked at Bethany Blues in Lewis.
Oh, yes.
And Kevin
Good
Roberts,
food.
Yeah, good food, amazing company. This is how I became into the orbit of Starbird and all these other amazing businesses they have. I did a chalkboard above their hostess stand, and then Monty at the Starbird saw it, and he said, "Oh, I want chalkboards.
I want one."
And so I found myself at the Starbird drawing on chalkboards, and all of a sudden he was like, "Oh yeah, I want to pay you for it." And I was like, "Oh,
I can do this?
I can get paid?
What?" And I went to school for photography. I didn't even go to school for illustration or murals or anything.
Oh, wow.
And when I was in art school, I actually photographed my great-grandmother who had dementia.
Oh, wow.
And told her story about how essentially she was in Brandywine assisted living. She had dementia for 14 years. And sharing the story through my camera of what that was like for her to kind of be waiting to die. That was the reality of it.
Yeah. The journey.
Yeah. So after art school, I just became very obsessed with wanting to photograph global dementia. So I was down here for a couple years after school doing chalkboards because it got out that I did chalkboards, and dear God, I had so many businesses.
I was about to say, I've seen some beautiful ones. They must have been yours.
A lot of them are no longer with us. They've been painted over. It's really funny. I think one of the last ones left is crooked hammocks.
Crooked hammocks.
Yeah. And that was a journey. I came into this and actually at Gary's too, I have I came in this hybrid, painting these planks of wood, but I was trying to monetize a business. I had no idea what I was doing.
Right.
So in 2014, I actually jumped on a plane and moved to Kenya. I spent a year in Kenya, South Africa, a little less than a year. And I actually ended up sharing the story of global dementia. And
wow.
I lived in a community with this volunteer organization called Global Vision International. That's who I did my internship with, and found as an artist oh my God, I could do so much. I could make resources for the clinic. I could help a women's group with this PDF of all their handy products to export. Oh my God, I went
They needed
crazy.
those skills.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I spent the first half in Kenya and then I went to South Africa. And during that time, I was able to photograph a number of people in partnership with a Alzheimer's group, Alzheimer's South Africa, and also in people's homes in Kenya. And I came home and was like, oh, I want to travel around the world and share this story. So I reached out to Alzheimer's Disease International. I know this is full circle. Wow. It's crazy. And they were like, no response at first. And so I was like, wait, if I'm going to pitch that I want to share the story of global dementia, which at the time I understood it's literally these small dementia organizations that try to give resources and education out to thousands and thousands and thousands of people through mostly community health workers. Because you have to remember, like a lot of times in developing countries, there's one nurse, 25 community health workers, 20,000 people.
Right.
That's their healthcare system.
Right. Yeah.
So, and they don't know what dementia is. They just think, oh, grandma's a witch. Let's lock her in a room.
Grandma's gone mad. Yeah. That's fine.
That's what I think about you.
Brian James. So wrong.
So I went to Guatemala and meanwhile, I come home and I don't have any money. So I'm taking pictures. Like if you literally, it's funny, they're coming up as we're talking. Matt Haley, who the founder of Sodell,
sure.
He just loved, I think, my spirit. He was a benefactor of my artwork, thus allowed me to do these crazy adventures.
Oh, that's awesome.
He would right before he passed, he called me from the airport on the way to Nepal.
Oh, wow.
I was doing a private, he wanted me to go out and take pictures for his house because he knew I was going to Africa. He just wanted to give me money.
Yeah. He was such a good man.
Such a good man. And to this day, if you go into the Blue Coast and Bethany, you can see the photographs that I took for him personally that didn't make it into his home, but they are there. And I have little pieces of artwork all over there. So I'm like trying to run this creative business. I'm jumping on a plane, going to Guatemala. All of a sudden, they're like, we love you, Alzheimer's Disease International. We love you. We want you to come and we want to license all this work and we want to pay you to go to India and take pictures.
And you're like, is this real?
Yeah. So
where have you guys been?
I'm bartending at Gary's in Dewey. I'm also managing because I'm an anxious overachiever, so I'm doing everything. And I'm jumping on a plane, going to all these random places. I don't have any money. No one's paying me. And then I'm just randomly doing the artwork all around, charging $600 for a mural on the side of a wall.
Which is worth way more than that.
Oh, God.
It only takes a couple of, how many hours to complete one of those?
See, this
one
is
or two?
This is the problem, my dear. People watch me paint. I paint fast. But it's because I have an incredible skill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And this is awesome story of Picasso. This lady comes up to him in like a coffee shop and is like, please, can you make my portrait? It'll be worth so much money. And he looks at her and he scribbles, hands it to her, and he goes, oh yeah, that'll be the equivalent of maybe like 10 grand. And she goes, are you serious? That took you like 30 seconds. And he was like, it took me my lifetime.
Right.
And that's the thing about artists.
Yeah.
It takes you your whole life to get to this place. So
right.
when people are like, oh, that mural took you 3 hours, I'm like, it took me 35 years, baby.
And 3 hours.
And 3 hours.
That is impressive though, that you can do it in 3 hours.
Yeah. I can, well, it comes from a place of panic.
Yeah.
So a
You're
lot
anxiety
of this,
driven.
It's important that I'm telling you guys these facts because this is why I'm in the position I'm in now and what I do. So in about 2015, I fell in love with the skimboarding community. And my friend Jason Wilson, his sister Amanda Wilson, the Alley-Oop Skim, my best friend Libby kind of got me involved with them. And I realized that there are other artists around here. So Michael Johnson, Angelica Klummer. This is when I met Laura Kilpack, which is Erickson formerly. And my friend Orion Cameron and Katie with Lewis Lettering, Neil Perry, photographer. I'm like
all these people.
These amazing, Lucky Glass. I found there's a lot of artists that are like me. They're like, we're trying to figure it out. We want to show our art. So I'm like, reach out to like Rehoboth Art League. I'm like, can we have an art show? Like, no response, as they should have. If I had $1 for every person that reaches out to me with this crap, I'm like, Ariel is just doing their job. So then I was like, you know what? I'm already working at the Starboard doing these murals. I was like, Monty, can I have like a group of my friends in the parking lot of the Starboard do an art show on Black Friday weekend? And that's where Dewey Sip and Shop was born.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
So then Dewey Sip and Shop all of a sudden turned into like, wait a second.
Yeah, we have
can
more.
do pop-up art shows. And then in 2017, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start a nonprofit. Every person that asks me, well, I want to start a nonprofit, what do you recommend? I go, start a business.
Yeah, right.
So
a business.
at this point, I jumping on planes, going places, running a business, trying to do murals, bartending full time,
Trying to herd artists,
hurting artists,
which I can only imagine is a whole
God.
job unto itself.
We got denied 3 times for our 501c3, and then I finally figured out, like, oh wait, I gotta hire a lawyer. You can't just fill out the thing for the IRS.
Right. With your blue pen.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna work.
Sorry. I learned that one with 1099 forms about the blue pen.
Oh my gosh.
The blue
yes,
pen.
the blue pen of death.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it turned into really quickly like, oh wait, I gotta probably stop doing one of these things. So I stopped the dementia project, mostly because I realized being a photojournalist is insane. The minute they started paying me for it, it was no longer a passion project. It was, you will find grandma, you
Right.
will find her, and you will take pictures of her.
Right.
Oh, she doesn't have dementia. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it became, and then it actually was really sad, the administration at the time. So I worked for all organizations in the UK. I basically had a very pro, kind of international government, and then it switched over to being more national, so they got rid of a bunch of the organizations. So that project ended. So then about 2018, we got our 501c3 in 2018. We technically started in 2017. I was like, you know what? I think I just want to suffer all the time now. So I quit the bartending job, my one consistent stream of income.
I gave up everything except for the free stuff. It's fine. I'll be fine.
So by 2019, I had phased out of bartending and I was doing this full time. And it grew really fast. I think by 2019, we were operating off of like around $130,000, barely paying myself. I would go do a mural for someone and then loan the money to DAC. We had probably about 150 artists, and we
Wow.
started doing like DIY projects. So people making like bottle openers and string art nights. So we would get like 50 people to come in and make a string art, make like $1,000. Figure that out. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't know how to run a business. Everyone on my board was my friends.
Right. And they just wanted to make you happy.
Yeah. It was so fun in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then that all changed when we got to the pandemic. But yeah, that's essentially in a nutshell. That's how it all started.
That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
I have to say, I'm really embarrassed that I didn't know about all the things you did.
A lot of people don't know that.
So I'm very excited to introduce all the things that you do, or maybe even half of them, because I'm not sure we can get to all of them because this has become quite an adventure. So you have basically a market in the summertime. Tell us a little bit about that.
So our Westside Creative Market was born of the whole us doing pop-up shows all over the place. So we did these like one night pop-up shows like Crooked Hammock, all these breweries. And we realized like, oh my God, this is a huge pain in the ass. Let's do this in one place. So in the pandemic, we did it in Egg in Rehoboth Ale House's parking lot. And we got a cease and desist from the city of Rehoboth for operating an illegal art market.
Oh my God.
So we said, So we had by this point had multiple
Fascinating
buildings.
rules you never knew.
Oh yeah.
It always makes you wonder who was it that complained.
Right?
Who said something?
That's not
To be
nice.
fair to them, they waited until October to do that. So we did that in the pandemic. It was like the only thing like that we were doing. I was working with Delaware Public Health to do this. It was wild.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we operated our Dewey Sip and Shop. We were recognized by the Delaware Public Health as a standard of excellence for operating an art market.
Wow.
Sorry, large public event in the pandemic.
Then arrested and put in jail.
Wow.
That's framed right next to my cease and desist.
Or wanted posters right next to it.
Oh yeah. But the market started out empty park. So we've been in West Rehoboth since 2017. I've just collected all these buildings. At one point I had 5 buildings.
Oh my gosh.
I was paying more in rent than it was insane. I think a lot of people do this when they're first starting like a business. They're like, oh, I want to grow really fast. And then they
Then they
learn.
realize the pain of that.
Oh yeah. And then I also had a dilapidated
Or decapitated.
It's now been decapitated, so it's actually been bulldozed ever since. But it was behind Bin 66. We took an old assisted living and turned. Actually, my nana used to go there. Full circle.
Oh wow.
We turned it into 18 art studios. So we had this space called the Studios on the Forgotten Mile, the Mile, and it has since been bulldozed. So we're down to one building now in one market. We're very proud of that.
Probably feels good.
Oh yeah. So Laura Kilpack, who's actually one of our founding artists, we gave her one of our buildings, and she's turned it into an Airbnb art gallery. It's right in West Rehoboth. It's so
fun.
cool.
So cool.
So the market started out as like, it was our landlord of another building we had, and his brother owned this like empty lot, and his brother had passed, and the family just really wanted to do something for the community. We're very involved with West Rehoboth, honoring the Black history, raising these voices of people who actually some people didn't even know. They just knew like, oh, that place, you could buy drugs there. They didn't know that this was like a thriving community of color. So we're very, very invested in that community. But Westside Creative Market literally started out empty parking lot, plastic folding tables,
Wow.
little crappy riser stage with a musician on it and a bar. And it started in 2021. And since then, it has generated $1.4 million of artist sales. Sorry,
Wow.
1.3. We've served over 1,000 artists. We've had, at this point, I think like close to 30,000 people that have come through it. And it is the most beautiful thing that we could have ever imagined building. It is
That's
the
neat.
most grassroots possible thing you could think of, from like digging holes in the parking lot.
Just a vision, yeah.
Oh,
just
yeah.
a vision and a shovel.
Yeah, and because I didn't know how to run a business in 2022, we got a grant from the Longwood Foundation in 2021 that was
Okay.
the size of our entire operating budget. At
Oh,
that
wow.
point, it was $150,000. So I didn't know how to run a business, so I went crazy in 2022. We built this giant structure of the market. We did this whole mural to honor the community. We did. Oh my God, we have another warehouse we like renovated to make this like DIY space. We had an art kit business that essentially saved our asses in the pandemic. We scaled a art e-commerce overnight selling art kits. That's how we survived it. We should not have made it through the pandemic. There is a 0% chance that it's insane.
Sometimes things are just meant to be.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, that art kit business, it started out literally, I was at like Home Depot with like a mask on, getting like wood and hammers, and then just started sending art kits.
What was in the art kit?
So we started out with it was string art. We did candle making. We did a partnership with Delaware Tourism Office with their Discovery Mural Trail. We did a partnership with Dogfish. That's what saved us. We literally,
very cool.
Dogfish is
yeah,
great.
we did a Dogfish bottle opener, and I think we ended up generating like about I think it came out to like 40,000 net, because it was so cheap for a lot of this stuff. So
Right.
we figured out how to build an e-commerce, this like killer website. We marketed them. We did these partnerships. So that's what brought us through the pandemic. We were doing the illegal art market. And Longwood was so impressed with that, they gave us a grant for our entire size of our operating budget.
That is amazing.
Wow. So
that's a real testament, though, to just the fight you have, like the fight and the fire, which is really cool.
Well, I grew us to $500,000 operating in a year and a half.
That's incredible.
So by the start of 2023, I said, wait a second, we don't have enough money to make it through January. So this is where this all became a very
Panic painting
sad-
starts again.
Oh, you have no idea. Oh, it was so bad. I had to deal with the realization that like I was not enough. I'm just this artist brain that can't run a business. I surrounded myself with people who reinforced that idea, who told me you should never touch the finances of a business. You should.
You have your
not
skill,
be-
run with it.
Yeah, exactly. Which is stupid. Comes full circle. I've built a cash flow projection tool that is transforming how artists do financial planning.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't mess around with this anymore. The I can't narrative sucks when you're being reinforced with that. So 2023 was really tough because it was a lot of I messed this all up. We almost lost it. I literally had the IRS like dissolution papers in front of me, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna make it work. I had an incredible friend that came in. My friend Gina came in. She had like a background that could get the wheels on the track to a degree, and really helped me to we all went unpaid for months. I had gotten into this weird back pay situation with our staff. We had a couple staff members who held on through it.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was really,
Their
really
hearts
bad.
were in it and are in it, I'm sure. I mean, that's the way it goes.
I've had a lot of turnover since then. I think in that space, it became a like, I'm not enough. I can't do this. And I think if I would have known leadership a little better, I would have handled that all different. But
Yeah.
here we are now.
Well, live and learn. That's what happens. You make mistakes, you learn from them and try again tomorrow.
Yeah. And
We haven't hit any bumps in the road in our business.
No, there's never. We have speed bumps. Just a couple of them. We
I
just
always
keep
joke-
flying over them.
We have a coach and I'm always like, I'm tired of hitting the wall, like face first.
yeah.
She's like, but you always get up and you always get better. And I'm like,
oh,
Just got to get through that wall.
That's the beauty of building something. When you're building something that people, there's no rule book on
Right.
how to do some of these things that we're doing. And I think especially in that moment, it was a lot, like quitting would have been a way easier.
Right.
So we got really lucky in 2023. The Longwood Foundation came in and gave us
That's
another
awesome. Yeah.
grant.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Large enough to get us to figure it out. So they, that's really saved the organization. And then I decided this new chapter of like, why don't I surround myself with people that I can learn from instead of just figuring it out the hard way.
right.
And going into 2024, I was planning to leave. I actually went and hiked Kilimanjaro. That's how I brought in 2020.
Just another skill for you.
Did I bring in 25?
Just another random trip.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Oh, I've got a lot of, if you go on my Instagram, I just was in Indonesia like a couple months ago. It's a big part of my process. But in the pandemic, we started helping artists build websites. And that's where the true magic's been in all this. Through learning how to build all these businesses, we started our workforce program. At the time was called the Creative Career Support Program. Even longer, complicated name.
I wouldn't get that one either.
That's why it's called Emerge now.
Merge. I like that. I can do that one.
Emerge. So in 2020, those 2022, 2023, 2024, it went through a bunch of different iterations. And then we really decided to buckle down and say, like, this is the purpose of our organization is workforce development. And how we do that for artists is obviously through these opportunities like Westside Creative Market. It's such an awesome space for artists to make money, so selling. Then there's the community part of all this. We're all about artists not being in a silo, artists really coming together. And then there's the workforce support. So what has kind of turned into with all this is our Emerge program, which is a year-long it's a year-long commitment, but it's a 5-month framework. So I basically am teaching artists the backbone of business marketing, and then we do a full integration. And it has weekly meetings. The first week of the month is in person, and then it's virtual, so we're keeping them connected with each other. And through every week, we integrate character development mindset, because that's what all this is all about.
It truly is.
Yeah, so they do get a hell of a cash flow projection tool. We do an audit of they do an audit of their spending. And the thing about being an artist that people don't understand is, we suck at managing our money because we have inconsistent cash flow.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people look at, especially a small business like an artist, who a lot of them don't understand how to diversify their income, and they get one commission every 2 months.
Right.
And then they feel pressure to quit their job. So we basically help answer those questions. So we take artists with a viable product who are already selling, we put them through this, and we just had one quit her salaried job. It was like an $80K a year salary
Wow.
job. Quit it. So because she saw with that cash flow projection tool
That potential
that
of what she can get done.
And I made that because this was the tool that I learned how to build so that I stopped getting DAC in cash flow situations.
We should adopt that for real estate agents.
I believe it.
Inconsistent cash flow is real in this
Yeah.
business.
Oh, 100%.
Be all over the place, yeah.
My cousin, she's works for Lingo,
Yeah.
and she, like, we've had conversations about. I've actually like one of my other cousin, her husband, who's my they're married. He's my blood cousin, my blood
Right?
my
Your
blood
blood
beach.
cousin.
He's my blood beach cousin. He has a site work business, and she's like, "What's that cash flow thing you have?"
Yeah, we'd like to see that.
But
I totally understand that.
It's about scaling and really building something that helps you meet your goals, because not every artist is an entrepreneur. We don't believe that every artist needs to have this $100,000 a year. No, we actually really encourage artists, don't quit your day job, because the minute that you put 100% pressure on your art making all of your money, that is a whole nother ballgame to get into. So we really encourage artists, how can I have a tandem of, where I'm tapping the table, how can I have a tandem of my work that it gives me the space to be creative without all the pressure.
Well, that's what I was about to say. It kind of works against, like, I would say, like, real estate is, financial and it is customer facing and all the things, but it has more of a brain for a business. Like, I feel like if you did that with a creative spirit and you made them run a business, you'd be squashing the best part of that creative spirit.
Well, this is the thing.
By putting pressure on them.
Oh, it's the pressure. And it's also like, we have a lot of people who are like, what are these business tools? So I've developed business tools for creatives.
Right.
So these tools, they're all in an app. It's a web app. And so how we deliver our content is through weekly videos. And they're all pretty small, and they cover a very basic principle it's a 19-phase transition that they go through. It all goes on top. It's a very well thought out, built program. We have done it wrong so many times, and it'll probably change again.
I was about to say, it's going to be a work in progress for the rest of its life.
Oh, that's also the cool thing is, as we're learning and growing, learning from the artists, we're tweaking it, we're building it a little bit differently. The app itself has all these tools that, from cash flow, pricing, we have a CRM system where artists can learn how to nurture relationships, because that's basically what we teach in our marketing.
Right.
It's all about relationships. That's what actually so many people get wrong about marketing.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know how to build an Instagram campaign.
Right.
We make them decide when they go in. You're either going digital or you're going in person. You need to pick.
Right. Pick one.
Pick one. Stay in that lane.
Yeah.
And so many artists, they thrive in being in front of people and talking about their artwork. So it's really cool because we see this transformation, and that's what emerges.
Right.
It's transformation. They are not the same people they are when they start the program. And I believe in personal growth so much. So a lot of that is intertwined into that, because a big part of my journey as a founder has been my personal growth journey. I've had to grow up with the organization.
Right.
I have not had to change my name, but it's cool because I think a lot of people, they're starting to see this like new polished, we're expanding to the Delaware Art Museum.
That's incredible.
This is crazy. One of the most respected arts institutions in the entire state.
Right.
And Emerge is fully supported by the Delaware Division of the Arts. They recommend that. They not only recommend it, they see it as the flagship workforce program for artists in the state of Delaware.
That's incredible.
So our vision is to run this Sussex County cohort each year. So they all start in September, and this year we're starting a Newcastle cohort. And we will do that every year. And then what we are fundraising for next is to create our framework a little bit more sandwiched down, that we partner with other arts organizations who have residencies or have like artist groups. We come in, we nourish their artists, because if you grow the artists, it transforms the community, and that's our mission. That's literally literally our mission is
You're moving people from starving artists to successful artists and able to give their gifts to the community, which I think is really cool.
You got to grow them first.
Yep.
That's what the end of the day, that's the most important part of what our mission is we start with the artists. Because if you create all these great programs for artist businesses and oh my God, if I have $1 when they're like, my audience isn't here, and I see them in their booth scrolling on their phone when someone who looks just like them is at their booth looking at their artwork. I have photos. It's so funny. So we just believe with that is the number one foundation. And the other cool thing that we're really seeing is community. Even more important than the workforce or the market. So our space, the Art Apothecary, that's right down the block from the Westside Creative Market, this is our experimental showcase space. It used to be our DIY art kit space. Then it was our come make acrylic pour art with us space. And then we were like, this is over.
Right.
I was running like 3 businesses within the umbrella of DAC. We had the studio space. We had the DIY, just as crazy as my bartending and international photography photojournal. Like I did it in DAC too. So the whole last year was just squinch it down. So now if you come visit us in the summer on a Monday or Friday, you can come and check out the market, walk down the block, and see a fresh art pop-up show. So we have innovative, experimental art shows. There's no space in Delaware that's available for this.
Right.
Where we let an artist pop up for a whole weekend and take over the space. And these shows are insane.
That's incredible. So all different types of art.
All
I'm
different
assuming.
types.
Yeah.
From installation to a lot. I'm going to say stay tuned because we have not finalized. We have not told all the artists who their shows are. But I will tell you, there is no collection of sunsets on the beach. There is no oil paintings of horseshoe crabs. No shade, but that is wildly available for all of you to see in many galleries. And there is only 2 circulating galleries in downtown Rehoboth. And if we want to stretch it out, if we include Lewis as well, there's like 5 total. So that's crazy for an area that has such culture and influence in a seasonal beach town. So we developed the market and the Art Apothecary to be an incubator space for artists who are starting out.
So you're available on the market from Memorial Day to Labor Day?
Yes, and this year we are expanding to Saturdays in September.
So Monday, Friday, Saturday.
Just Saturdays
in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And what time? It's in the evening.
Yep, 5 to 9 p.m. We are teeter-tottering on a holiday situation because I ended our Dewey Sip and Shop after 10 years. It just got out of control. It got too big. It needed to be its own business. It was insane. It was just way too much. And we're scaling back from the art show stuff because our purpose is the workforce. So we kind of have like a local branch of the organization and an emerge branch.
Okay.
And our local branch is really focused on making this awesome market, making space for community. Because when you're a person and you show up to this thing, you could come to every market and every single one is different.
That's neat.
We have 33 markets and I have 27 different musicians this year.
Wow.
We're rotating between 10 different food trucks. We have 153 artists that are going to be showing this summer. So
you just rotate them around?
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Who's coordinating all that?
Me right now.
What happens when somebody calls out?
No refund. We have a wait list and we fill their spot.
Yeah.
But right now, the booking is quite an art form itself because right now we have more artists and we have space. So we're figuring out how to give everybody a fair shot.
Yeah.
What's really cool is we're launching a tour this year we're really excited about. So how we kind of generate money in this thing.
Yeah.
Our artists, they pay a $45 annual membership and they pay $75 to do the market. And then beyond that, besides our Emerge program, we don't really monetize the artists. We want to make this about them showing up to things that get them involved in community so we don't put a lot of financial barriers. How we make money, our bar. So we have a bar in the Art Apothecary and a bar at Creative Market. Last year generated very close to $100,000.
Nice.
I feel like I'm not shocked that around here a bar is generating money.
Funny enough.
How are the grapefruit crushes? Just need to ask for a friend.
So we do signature cocktails.
Oh,
We do
cool.
actually do a lavender lemonade as our signature. It's purple.
That sounds fabulous.
It's fabulous, yeah. I can't say we'll have a grapefruit crush this year, but you'll have to stay tuned. We do a seasonal cocktail because all of our cocktails are creative. So it might be a lot of things crush.
All things crush.
Yes.
So is the apothecary open at the same time the market or it's open more hours?
So it is open the same time as the market. We are considering being open on Saturday and Sunday because Revelation has moved out of their space and are now around the corner.
Right.
God willing, that works out for them. They're trying to figure out how to get the brewery open at the Waypoint, which is on the other side. It's a new hotel.
Yep.
So now we're like, oh, we don't have the brewery, so we can kind of try to make up for that on the weekends because we have a little tent we put outside. We're nowhere on the scale of those guys, but the intention is eventually we do want to operate the market 3 days a week. So if this goes well, so please show up for us in September on Saturdays because I'm proving to our board that people will show up to this market. Yeah. So
we'll be there.
So if anything, if you remember Monday or Friday, West Rehoboth 5 to 9, and there'll be something.
That's right.
And the tour is really cool. We're doing a new tour this year where for groups of 6 or more, you get a wristband. You go to town. It's an open bar for you, my friend. And you get to come. It's great for like bachelorette parties. It's only $65 a person, and you get it for 3 hours. You get a little art project. You get a VIP table. You get a tote bag, a novelty cup, and it's like we give you a tour.
I see a team event coming up.
Oh,
That would be
please.
fun.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
fun. Well, we kind of have 2 offerings for that kind of group. So we have that where you get to come, you get to hang out for the night, get to see the artist. We're going to have this really cool little passport. You can go and like meet the artist and get a stamp. Like we have like a lot of cool little integrations for the community because we do believe we want the community to be really excited, feel like they're part of something.
Right.
Because that market is so magical. And then if you want to take it a step further and want to actually get hands-on with one of our artists, we have a very limited kind of artist workshop partnership with 3 different artists right now, where you get a cocktail tasting and a artist workshop in our Art Apothecary. So there'll be a pop-up show all around you. So you have a VIP art show, you get a multi-part cocktail tasting, and you get an artist workshop between resin pour charcuterie boards.
Oh.
Or you get to learn how to...
Don't tell Julia. Julia is our coordinator, and she is an amazing charcuterie board builder.
Oh, well, we also allow you to bring your own snacks. She could do that.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So, or we have Maggie Heffernan. She offers her marsh landscape, so you get to learn how to do an acrylic painting. She's actually going to do a series for Oyster Week. It's August 7th. She's going to do a oyster themed workshop with an oyster tasting. Might be some oyster shooters.
Oh my gosh.
We're going to town. So the cool thing is like if you're a community member and you're like, I want to like support some artists who are emerging.
And I want to do something different.
Do something different. Come visit us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. And I have to mention, Brian, do you want to mention their fundraiser?
The TacoMania.
That is right up Brian's alley.
I do like tacos.
Then you would love this. Last year, there were 14 tacos and 19 margaritas, and these guys go insane. This has become this chef throwdown. So it's every October. We have not confirmed yet that it's going to be at the Rudder, but most likely it'll be at the Rudder. It was at Big Chill Beach Club for years. This is our one kind of big crazy fundraiser we do. Breakthrough, who essentially, that's a big shout out to Breakthrough. They beverage, they donate, and we partner with Coralejo. Typically they donate the tequila for it, and then we have the restaurants come in, and you would think that this is Top Chef. This is very intense. So I have had to get the vote. So there's a lot of stigma around these types of events, because what some restaurants will do, especially if it's a lower price to get in, so it's $75 for a ticket to come to this thing.
Deal.
17 sold all these tacos, and they're full tacos.
Yeah.
They're full tacos. So they're
not full margaritas, right?
No. Yeah. I mean, people kind of look like that at the end.
Yeah.
So, and also this is really cool. We encourage the tacos to be dietary friendly. So it's an option to be dairy free, an option to be vegan or vegetarian. And then we also make it all margaritas must be available as a mocktail, because we really, we love to have mocktail options. We think that whatever your lifestyle, we're here for it. I don't drink, so let's toss away. Right. I did all my drinking in my 20s.
You wanted the mocktails.
Yeah. That's great. So our voting system. So what a lot of these types of competitions, what happens is these big restaurant chains will pay the ticket for like 25 people to come in and vote for them.
Right.
Well, they're not doing that for our event because it's $75 for a ticket.
And if they do, kudos to them.
Exactly. We welcome. No. Our voting system is very intricate. We do a ballot voting. It's very watched. So these restaurants we have built their trust. So it is quite literally a bloodbath. And we had 5 restaurants that were for best taco last year were all separated between one vote.
Oh my gosh.
So we recounted.
So we had some really good tacos going on.
Oh my God, they're incredible. Like so good. We have like Blackstones, which are like grill tops out there. Like these guys are going to town, and the margaritas are insane.
Okay, we need the insider information as to when this is going to be. So you send us the email first.
Yeah, the second Thursday in October most likely is when it usually is.
Second Thursday in October.
Usually we try to coordinate it around Jazz Fest with the Rudder. Rusty Rudder last year and the year before, they donate the space to us for it, which is huge.
That is,
So
that is a big
typically
deal.
this allows us to raise about $25,000, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys so
we'll be there.
Yeah. Mondays and Fridays in the summer, TacoMania, and then the rest is check out our website. We got all the cool stuff going on.
Yes, give us the website.
Developingarts.org. Not as long as the name.
No. That is excellent. Developingarts.org. So check out their website. It has been such a pleasure, Leah. This was so much fun.
And one question that we always have to ask are, what are some of your favorite things to do outside of developing artist collaboration? What are some of your favorite things around the area to do?
It's really funny because I have been so in this world of building this thing. I am committed to a lot of things now. Having more of a life outside of work is a big part of it. For me, the Breakwater Gordon's Pond Trail is huge. When I was training for Kilimanjaro, I walked the whole thing once a month, all 14 miles. People thought I was insane. I would like be walking with like a backpack, and they're like, what
Who is
this? Training. I love that trail. I love to walk on it. I love to ride. I love to take the bike loop around. My favorite restaurant, and I just cannot. Never have had a single problem with the quality of this restaurant changing. It has been a steadfast in our community. It is way underrated. Confucius.
I've heard
best.
so many
Second
good things
person to
about
say that on the podcast.
It is the best. It is the best. Danielle.
Gong.
Gong. That's just me ringing the gong for them. The owners are fantastic. They are the best people in the world, and the service is always fantastic. I have never had a bad meal there. I also love to plug my friends who are like, we're in our 30s, 40s, and opening restaurants, killing it. My dear friend Tommy Little, he's the founder of Lewis Oyster House in Sean, Korea. I'm huge fans. Heirloom is also another one of my favorite restaurants. Megan is just unreal. I also love so many of our independent restaurants in the area. There's few and far. You know, I am obviously a huge fan of the Sodell family and of the Starboard family. All these families, they're incredible empires that they're building. It's so important that we support everybody, and especially we support our really small, especially our very diverse. Like I love Indigo too.
Oh yeah,
and I love Roz. Like I love like.
There's so many neat dining experiences here, and the big ones that have made it big, like Matt Haley built from ground up. They're so generous. You know, really when they get to that size, they turn right around to the community and give back.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
look
incredible.
At Monty, like raising $100K for breast cancer, and like everything he does. Like, I just feel also a huge part of our success has been from the restaurant industry. I made friends with Matt Funk at Dogfish. He introduced me to his wife Jill Funk, and like Breakthrough is our biggest supporter. So many of these restaurants at TacoMania, it's because I worked in the trenches with a lot of these people over the years. The restaurant industry is so huge here. Our Skim family as well. Like I absolutely love the skimboarding community. But as far as like other things that I like to do around here, I live right in Dewey. I'm very grateful. I live on Salisbury Street, and I just really love showing up for other organizations, events in the area whenever I can. We have such an awesome community of things to show up for. And whenever you see these little artist workshops or these little things going on, this is artists diversifying their revenue. So if you ever see like a night where you could go make resin cutting board with George Todd, somewhere, go and do that, because you're getting out there and you're really supporting the creative economy.
Right.
So I'm just, I look forward to listening to this podcast more so I can get more recommendations on things to do, because to be honest with you, I work so much.
That's right. Well, you need to start listening to Dela-Where podcast, because we do get lots of recommendations and lots of people that we have met through this that we didn't even know their organizations existed. So we are so excited to go exploring a lot more ourselves, because we are also trying to do more play. Because we do work a lot.
TacoMania, I think.
TacoMania.
Yeah, I'll listen to you guys at TacoMania. That's big. And also learn more about Creative Market. We're looking for sponsors this year. We need people. We're building an awning on it, so we no longer have to cancel because of the weather.
That's great.
So we are looking for partners in the community that want to invest in this space. We have bootstrapped a lot of this stuff, and we have grown something exceptional that we're so proud of. So if you want to learn more about how you can invest in DAC and be a sponsor of the market or get involved as a donor, reach out. We need your help building the future of our creative ecosystem at the Delaware Beaches.
Awesome. Well, thank you again, Leah, for coming in. What a pleasure meeting you and learning more about you. And we're going to sign off, and we look forward to talking to you at our next podcast.
Thank you.
Whether you're looking to purchase your perfect beach getaway or retirement home, or it's time to sell your current home, the Real McCoy Group of Coldwell Banker Realty is ready to make your dreams a reality. Visit therealmccoygroup.com for more details. Find your happy place with the Real McCoy Group.